Hello everyone, this is me, Super Monica J, and welcome to another episode of Let's Review My Collection, a series in which I take a look at various things that I have and review them as a collection. So yeah, so this is going to be part one of this little two-parter, mostly because not the whole set is not out yet, and that is specifically the Whataburger 75th anniversary commemorative cups. Yeah, so this is a fast food chain that first started off in southern Texas and has now grown over to not just the state of Texas, but also a bunch of other states as well. I don't really know which one specifically. I just know it's much more of the southern states, I will say. You won't see them on like the east side or the west side, even up north. So yeah, um, it's more of a fast food chain that you'll find in the southern states. And yeah, and as someone who was born in Texas, I grew up with this fast food chain, and I've loved it ever since. I first started enjoying the French fries, but then as I grew up, I tasted the patty melt. Just plain, I will say, just the meat and the cheese, and then the sandwich buns, and then yeah, and then I just love them, and I couldn't stop eating them ever since. So yeah, so as you can see, these are the 75th anniversary cups, which yes, this fast food chain has been going on for 75 years. Holy moly, that's insane. And yeah, and a way that they're celebrating is by giving or by having these special commemorative cups to go along with the 75th anniversary of Whataburger. And yeah, now I do have six of these, all six of them that are as of the recording of this video, all six of these that are available. They do plan to have some more in the future, specifically with the fall and winter seasons coming up. And I do plan to pick those up, but sadly, like I said, they're not out yet. So they are gonna they're gonna have to wait until part two. So yeah. So without further ado, let's start off with the very first one that came out, and that is this one. I will say also I don't know the names specifically of these cups. Apparently they do have like names. I just don't know them specifically. But the first one that came out is this cup that is based on the sandwich wrapper. Um, well, yeah, the little paper wrap that goes around the sandwich, and you can see the stickers that they put on to specify which burger it is. So yeah, so there you can see the special sticker, the dry sticker, bacon sticker, jalapeno sticker, no tomato sticker, and then I guess the 75th anniversary sticker. I don't think that's actually a thing, but I think they just put it there just to have it as a way to say 75th. And yeah, and then you can see like this like yellow, the paper itself is yellow, and it has the Whataburger logo on it. And yeah, the logo just goes all the way around. Nothing really too exciting, I will say. This might be one of my least favorite ones, just because, I don't mind it too much, but it's like for the, I can see why it's the first one because like it's so I guess iconic to say, but I mean either way, it's a nice looking cup. I will say though, the designs of these cups, they seem to be sticker. I don't know if it's sticker on or laminated on it, because I will say that the designs can easily fall off. So as you can see here, here's one cup, and then you can see like there's like some marks on it, Sally. So yeah, the design doesn't really seem to be sticking on very well. Oh, maybe not sticking on very well, but it's more so sensitive, which sucks. So yeah. Also, there's the inside of the cup if you wanted to see. And yeah, but also each cup does come with a plastic little top. So there you go. You just put that on top after you finish pouring your drink in. And yeah, and then you can drink it out of this little hole right here. And yeah, either with your mouth or through a straw. So yeah, but either way, it's a nice looking cup, and I'm very happy to have them. Have them. There you go. All right, moving on is actually my favorite cup or my favorite design out of all of these, and that is the French fries design. As I said earlier in the beginning of this video, I do love the French fries over this from this restaurant so much. I grew up on it. I ever since I was a child, I was just so addicted to these. And yeah, it's very cool to see the French fries get their own little cup because yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with having fries next to your burger. So yeah, so there you can see the fries they're all over the place. There you can see the nice little iconic Whataburger I guess cardboard cup or cardboard little box that has the French fries on it, and then also, but then there's also the rest of the French fries as well that's packed inside the box, and then up at the top you can see the 75th anniversary logo as well. So yeah, I do love this design a lot. It's so, it just gives me back to so many memories of going to this restaurant and actually eating the French fries. Um, it's similar to how I feel about another restaurant called Dairy Queen. I don't know if any of y'all know that, but if you do, I only eat the French fries from there. So yeah, but at least with Whataburger, it started off with the French fries, but then I grew up to enjoy the patty melt a lot more as well as the fries, and yeah, so yep, definitely my favorite cup out of this whole set, and there's nothing really else that's gonna top it. So yeah, favorite cup. Um, I don't plan on using these besides the first time I buy them at the restaurant. So yeah, but if I ever do plan on reusing these, this one would definitely be the one that I would use. Alrighty, so the third cup that came out after these two is this nice little design of um, the stalls that are shaped like Whataburger stuff. So like you have the little tent, the table tent, the French fries, the burger itself, and then I don't know what this is though. I have no idea. But as you can see right here, it does say open 24/7. Now I don't know if that's all of the fast food chains for Whataburger, or because I do know that there are some that are 24/7. I just don't know if it's all of them. But I think because of this cup, I think it might be all of them that are open 24/7. So yeah, I mean it makes sense. Might as well have like a night themed cup, and I really do love how they do make designs with the stars, and I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, there you can see the 75th anniversary. But then you also have the Whataburger sign up front, a sign that you can see miles away, and yeah, overall a nice looking cup. There at the bottom, you can see 2025 Whatabrand LLC. I don't know what this is though. I can't tell. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if this came. I don't even know if I said this on, if I showed this on camera when I said it. But yep, there you go. There's a trademark, and yeah, overall a nice looking cup. Um, Definitely a favorite of mine. Not my number one favorite as this one back there, but I do love it a lot. I didn't like it at first, but then it sort of grew on me. So yeah, but overall, nice looking plastic cup that's based on night. Alrighty, so now we're getting to some of the more recent ones now. I did buy these. So these three I bought in the actual Whataburger restaurants themselves. These three over here, I did buy them on the Whatastore website, which yes, they do have an online website. And that's because they were on sale for like 50 cents. I'll get more into the price later in this video. But yeah, for 50 cents each, what a deal. So I picked these up because I don't have them. So yeah, so without further ado, let's take a closer look at them. But I will say, I don't know the order that these came out in. I don't know if this was first after, I don't know if this came out after this cup, or this cup after this one. I don't know. I just know that this is the third one that came out, and then after that, I don't really know for sure. So yeah, so starting off with what I assume is supposed to be like based on the table tent that you get if you order inside the restaurant. Obviously, if you ever order in a fast food restaurant or just a dining restaurant, you might get a number or a little buzzer that has a number on it. And for Whataburger, theirs is actually a little tent. So sort of similar to like this. You place it down on the table and it just has a number on it. And so I think that's what this cup is based on. It's based on that table tent. So yeah, so there you can see Whataburger up top, number 75, obviously for the anniversary. Family owned and operated since 1950. Then we do have something else like. Then we do have this little nice little social thing that says just like you like it since 1950. 75 logo, and yeah, front and back, it's pretty much just this, and yeah, nice little cup based on the table tent that you get inside the restaurant. Now, you can't keep the table tent, sadly. It makes sense. The workers there do have to use it, to know whose order goes to where. But I always wanted to have one of these. I do know that there's like a table tent that says Merry Christmas on it. I might pick that one up on the online store. So yeah, but overall, it's a nice looking cup, and I'm so happy to have this one. Now, next up here we have is the fifth one, and that is, I don't know what this is really based on. I don't know if I don't know if they just did it. I don't know if they made it just to have one, but it's a 75 cup that has like a silver line around, silver lines going around it. I can't really say from what's going on too much, but you know what? I think this one might be my least favorite. Second least favorite, the biggest least favorite, number one least favorite. I just think it's plain. I don't really know what's going on here. I don't understand the whole silver thing. I mean, obviously you have the 75th anniversary logo, celebrating 75 years, which I get that, but there's nothing really going on here. Also, I do notice the 1950 and 2025 numbers down here, so that's a nice little detail. But I mean, overall, I don't really know what else to say about this besides, I mean, it's just bland. It really is. So, yeah, this one is gonna take the cake for my least favorite, Sally. But I mean, either way, it's a cool cup. I do love how the silver actually reflects though, so that's neat, I guess. But either way, I mean, it's just a basic plastic cup, which sadly isn't really all for much. All right, and then the last one that I have here is this awesome looking Whataburger logo that has the tent behind it. It's a white cup. It's a white plastic cup. Nothing going on in the background. It's really just the logo, but in front of a tent. Established in 1950. Doesn't really say up to 2025 though, so that stinks. But yep. I do love the design though. I kind of like how you have the W right there, and then the tent. The tent is the most iconic thing. I'm pretty wasn't wasn't the Whataburger restaurants back then actually shaped like a tent? I don't know. Now they're just shaped like a regular building, but I do remember the tent sort of being more of an important thing back then. So yeah, but also I'm just now noticing now it's a V. My goodness, upside down V. I didn't even realize that until now. But yep, but it's another basic cup, but at least there's more effort into it with the design itself, not like that one back there. So yeah, but overall a nice looking cup. I definitely wouldn't try and get stains on it just because it's white. So yeah, I don't know if the stains will actually be able to come off. So yeah, but overall it's a nice looking cup, and yeah, nothing really else to say about it. So, yep, and with that, that's pretty much it for this episode. That is all six cups that have been released as of now. As I said earlier, they do plan to have more in the future. Six more at least left. With those being based in fall and winter, and yeah. And before I do end it, I do want to talk about the pricing, as I did mention that earlier. So I did get these for 50 cents because they were on sale. But these three over here, I had to spend $4 on them. I don't understand why they did it like this. So these are all medium drinks. The size itself from what Whataburger says. And in order for you to get these cups in the actual restaurant, you have to order the medium drink itself, and then you would then have to upgrade it to the cups itself. So it basically comes out to $4. That on the online store they're $2 each. When they're not on sale. But I don't understand that whole thing about how you have to buy the drink and then upgrade it to the plastic cups. I don't get it. I mean, if it's $2 on the online store, it should be $2 in the restaurant. And the real thing too is I've seen like I've had that experience of like getting the plastic cup for just $2, and then sometimes I'll just get the plastic cup as well as the styrofoam cup as well. So I don't really know how it was operated back when these first came out, at least when this one came out first. So yeah, I don't know for sure. I mean, if anyone who's a Whataburger expert or someone who works there wants to comment down below and tell me how it's supposed to go, by all means please do, and I would love to be clarified on that, because yeah, I don't know. I do feel like paying $4 for these is sort of like a expensive, especially since you can just buy them online. But then again, you are dealing with shipping though, so yeah, it's not, you're not just paying the $2 alone. So yeah, but either way, these are all fantastic cups. I cannot wait to have the whole set in the future, and when I do have the whole set, I will take a look at those other six as well. And yeah, I might do a ranking video once I have all six of them. But to be honest, you most likely got my ratings for these first hits in this video alone. So yeah, but with that, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Do you think these are cool commemorative cups? If you are someone who has been to Whataburger, what are your thoughts on it? Or do you have any of these cups as well? And if so, which one is your favorite? And yeah, and that's it for me. This is Super Manager Jason out. I'll see you all in the next video.